Hey y'all, it's me, Laura Burns. Welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, jazz hands, you get them. I mean, really, we all get them. Okay, so we're here today because I'm doing a terrible dance for you. This is about my style. Okay, so we're here because I have finally received the second pair of overalls. If you saw my Wild Fable plus size haul, you would have seen the overalls that I got from them. And I told you a long story about my overalls saga, my search, my desire to purchase them from Torrid that was just derailed for like a year. And then I finally was able to buy them. I have received them. I'm ready to put them on and talk about them. I have tried them on already because I was too excited when they got here. It's been a couple days, so now I'm ready to do a comparison with each kind of overall. How exciting. So if you're interested in checking out how the Torrid overalls fit, how the Wild Fable overalls fit, and just like seeing the difference between the two, then this is the video for you. I'm very excited. So, I mean, let's just get started. I'm so pumped. And here I am. So these are the overalls from Wild Fable. Hello, I'm going to back up. I think you can see all the way down, really close to all the way down. I won't know until I watch this footage back. Okay, so just in case you missed my haul before, let me tell you about these overalls. So for reference, these are from Wild Fable, which is a brand that is sold at Target. They have straight sizes and plus sizes. They are not juniors plus sizes. I know that a lot of people have that concern because their clothes are very like trendy and like fun, and so people, I mean rightly, assumed that they would probably be juniors plus. But exciting news, they are actual like adult plus sizes, which is nice. Okay, so these are a light wash, a little bit of stretch, pretty thin denim. So these are different from the Torrid ones. They have a wider, like loose leg. You can see that. A lot of distressing. There's two buttons on the side. I talked about how the fabric here got kind of folded and I think pressed in this like weird scrunched up way. So it doesn't, the placket like doesn't go over as much as it should. So I'm going to put a stitch here and then it'll be fine. But that's not, I think it just got pressed in a weird way. Anyway, I'm trying to be very comprehensive here. So big pocket here, no individual pockets, sometimes that happens. So these sit nice and high-waisted, so the rise on these pants is almost to my natural waist. So my natural waist is here, the pants sit here, so they're very close, which I like. And that is the overall style that I like, which is why I have tightened the straps so that they pull up high, because that's comfortable for me. So this is the 4X, and I have a hand's width on the side without stretching the material at all. So that's here at the waist. Now down at the hips, this is kind of the perfect fit here. There's not really a lot of extra room, but it's nice, and I mean, it's not pulling tight is the thing. So let me just address something that I got a lot of comments about on the last video, which is stomach camel toe. So I like the fit of these to be up higher so that the waist is high and that the crotch is actually in my crotch, like where it's supposed to be, because if I don't do that, like right now I'm wearing bike shorts, so it actually doesn't matter. But I would not normally wear these with bike shorts, so I have them to where none of my thighs are rubbing against each other. So my pants are fitting where they should. So what that means is that this is pulled up, and that sometimes, depending on how I'm standing or whatever, how my body is that day, I might have the seam of this like pressing very lightly into my stomach, which creates camel toe. I got a lot of comments about this on my last video, and here's the thing. My stomach camel toe is not hurting anyone. If you don't like it, you don't have to look at it. You don't have to watch this video. You don't have to wear things that give you stomach camel toe if you don't like it. But this is how I like my overalls to fit. This is how I want my pants to fit so that I'm comfortable and my thighs don't rub together. And I'm living my best life, enjoying my overalls. So I'm sorry if you have a problem with my stomach camel toe, but I'm going to wear my pants how I want to wear my pants. And I'm fine with that. This is what a fat body looks like in pants. Sometimes you have a stomach camel toe. And that's just what life is. And it doesn't mean I love it. It doesn't mean I'm like, yes, I have a stomach camel toe today. But it is what it is what it looks like. And I refuse to be body shamed for having the body that I have and wearing clothes. So that being said, I just send love to you. If you're feeling really upset by it, just don't watch this video. Don't watch any of my videos. That's totally fine. You have that right. But if you're going to be here, please be kind. I love my body as it is in this moment, and I'm really not looking for people to try and tear it down. So, that being said, let's get back to the clothing. Okay, so here's the view from the side. So these have a lot of space in here. These are very roomy, like oversized. Here's from the back and around. So these are full length. And they're cuffed a tiny bit. They come cuffed a little bit, which is good because it makes them actually the right length for me. So if these were uncuffed, they would be too long and I would have to cuff them anyway. So it's great that they come cuffed. I mean, they're not stitched down, so they will uncuff themselves when I wash them, but just letting you know how they come. What else? So yeah, I think a big thing is just how high it hits me here, which I like. Now, I could loosen these straps and this would all go down some. So if you like that like really baggy look and you want the waist to hit lower, then you could totally do that. I just have them pulled up tight because I like it to hit here and I like the pants to cover, the inseam to cover all of my thighs so that there's no rubbing together. Okay, so I'll come close so you can see the color really well. I like these a lot. The quality seems good. You know, this is my first purchase. I'll just look in the mirror. This and the other stuff that I bought at the same time are my first purchase from Wild Fable. And, I mean, all of it seems pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it so far. So, okay, size 4X. Now, I know a lot of people are concerned with Target sizing, which I agree with. I said in my last video, the plus size sizing is kind of all over the place for me. Sometimes the 4X fits, sometimes it's really weirdly big, sometimes it's weirdly small. So it's really kind of a crapshoot. But these are fitting nicely on a 4X body. For reference, I'm a 26-28, leaning towards 26. On bottom, I am a 28, sometimes 30, but a very solid 28. This is a 4X and it's fitting me. So if you had concerns, then you know, maybe this will help you in terms of whether or not you want to try and order them. Although I will say, you know, go ahead and order them. If you have a Target near you, they're really great about returns. So, yeah, if you don't have a Target near you, then that like makes another level of, oh, should I or shouldn't I? But I hope that helps. If you like the fruit shapes, I'm an apple. I'm like a 26 from my natural waist up, and below that, it gets much bigger. So I think that these, you know, if you're a 28 verging on 30 like I am, I mean, they should fit you. If you're a 26, 28, totally, they will totally fit you. All right, so this is from Wild Fable. I'm gonna try on the Torrid ones and we'll talk about how those fit. And I'm back. So these are the Torrid overalls that I waited like a year to get. Dark wash, so these have a much slimmer leg, and they are also, they come cuffed. Oh my god, I couldn't think of the word. And they hit me at ankle. So I think these are supposed to be cropped, but on me, y'all know I have a 29-inch inseam. So something that's cropped is actually ankle length on me. So I think probably the Wild Fable ones are also supposed to be cropped, maybe. Whatever. It ends out working for me because they end up the perfect ankle length. So here we go. They are, as you can see, a dark wash, much darker than the Wild Fable. The bib on the overall is much slimmer. So from the front, you can actually see my body, and I think the Wild Fable ones covered a lot more. So they are just kind of smaller, shrunken look overall. The legs fit much tighter to the body. They're fit tight to the body through here. This is slimmer. I mean, I just think it's like a more streamlined. Somebody had commented on my last video. I'm just like leaning against the wall. Somebody commented on my last video about how they had seen people style overalls with like a heel and like, you know, kind of dress it up to go out. And this is the pair of overalls that you would do that with. I think that pair of overalls is like very casual and chill and like, I mean, I'm sure some people could do it, like dress that up to like go out, but I just don't see that for me as being that. If I were to dress up a pair of overalls, this would be the ones, but I'm not really a dress up kind of gal to start with, so, you know. Okay, so let's talk about these. Slim leg, there's a tiny bit of distressing on one leg, right below the knee, and that's it. That's all the distressing. So the other one had a lot on each leg, and this has just a little bit. So this is like the classier, the classy overalls, if that is a thing. So you can see they fit tighter to the body. You can actually see, you know, the outline of my body better. The other ones were just kind of around me, and these are like on me, if that makes sense. So see, on the other ones, there was like a lot of room here, and so this was more a straight line coming down. And with these, the waistband really comes in as it would on a pair of regular jeans. And then, so you really get like the outline of my butt. So if you want, you know, it's just a different vibe, right? So these are like cuter, you know, like emphasize your butt, you know, show off a little bit more, where those are, you know, more relaxed look. You don't get like the shape of the booty, the shape of the legs, because it's a little more oversized. The waist of these is hitting me much lower. So here's my natural waist here. The other ones were hitting me here, and these are all the way down here. So this is less that look that I like, where it's nice and high. I mean, let me just say, I really like these, but it's just a different look. These are like an updated version of overalls. These are not 90s overalls. This is Torrid's modern take on, you know, like the 90s look. So let's see, 1, 2, still, oh no, 3 buttons. One's just unbuttoned. So I've got 3 buttons on the side, on each side. And the waistband is definitely fitting tighter. So these, if you just cut this off, these would fit like regular jeans. So they're really like going in at the waist, unlike the other overalls. So, you know, take from that what you will, whatever you like, whatever you dislike. I'm just gonna look in the mirror. Yeah, so it's got the one bib, and then these are not little pockets. So one bib pocket here, definitely hitting, they're just a tighter fit. It's just a different look. So I've worn the same shirt with them. Oh, I'm off camera, sorry. Trying to get a good look. Yeah, different vibe, different energy. I'm gonna keep them both because they do different things for me. I feel like the Wild Fable ones are nice and slouchy for when I just wanna like feel a little more free. These are like when I'm like, oh hey, trying to look a little cute in my overalls. I don't own heels, so I won't wear heels with them, but you know, this is definitely like a more like, I'm trying to be like, hey. And these may probably will stretch out over time and be a little bit looser. They're comfortable. I was sitting, you know, on the floor, I was sitting on the couch, I was really testing them out. Because it's a stretch denim, they're still comfortable, even though they fit much tighter to my body. They just feel like a pair of regular jeans, instead of like very loose. So, from the side, from the back, you decide which do you like better, which would you want to have, or do you have these? And if you do, okay, here we go, question time. Tell me in the comments, do you own overalls? And if you do, how do you style them? Is it more like casual, hanging out, or do you do like the whole dress it up kind of thing for going out? So come up close. You can see the color a little better. It's a nice dark wash denim. I mean, I like Torrid denim. They always feel like a good quality. Yeah, and I mean, you can see my bike shorts here, so imagine those weren't here, but. Okay, let's see. So these do not give me the stomach camel toe because I don't have them like hitched up as high, so it's not pulling up in the front, just because they're cut like regular pants, and so the waistband wants to be down here and not like up here at my natural waist. So if you have a concern about stomach camel toe, maybe you would like these better because they don't require you to hitch them up so much. I think that's it. I think that's it for my overall comparison. What do you think? Which overalls do you like better? Which would you want to buy? How do you dress yours up, or how do you style them? However you style them. I don't know why I keep banging on my stomach today. Okay, y'all. I'm really excited to hear your comments. I have decided to keep both. I had, up until now, not taken the tags off, but after having made this video, I'm feeling really good in them. I like the way they look, and I like that they're very different, you know, kind of vibes, different occasions I would wear them. So I told my husband, I was like, how many pairs of overalls does one need? But apparently I need 2 pairs of overalls. And, what I like about these is if I get tired of them being full length, because they have a nice slim leg, I could cut them off to be either capris or shorts, and it would look okay. The other ones, the leg is too baggy, I think it would look weird. So that's another thing. I could always turn these into short alls, which is very much up my alley and will probably end up happening because I don't really like full length pants, because I live in Houston and it's not really cold enough a lot of the time. My legs get hot. I don't know. So that's it. I'm done rambling about my overalls. I'm back to bad dancing, so you know it's time to end. Thanks for watching my overall comparison video. And please like this video if you liked it, if you find it helpful in terms of sizing. Oh, this is a size 28. They come in numbers, so not like 4, 5, whatever, but in 26, 28, 30. So these are a size 28. So I could size up to a 30 and get a little more spaciousness, but I think then the proportion in the leg would be off, like it would be too wide and not in an intentional way, you know what I mean? So I think this is technically like the right size, and I think that if this is like their other denim, then it will stretch out some. So for reference, this is a size 28, and I have a 29-inch inseam, and these are, the length is like kind of perfect for me, so I think they're supposed to be cropped. Okay, that's it. Please answer my questions, because I want to know what you think and what you have to say about them. Like my video, pretty please. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff from me. Come join our Facebook community if you want to hang out and talk back and forth, like real interactions with human beings that are awesome. And I'll see you next time. Bye.